players? It's your homie C-Rod, back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we got a pretty insane announcement by Bandai. And this is the new Unison Warriors Series 10 coming out. And they're going to drop some pretty big bombs on us. We're going to figure out what they are going to do to the card game, because they are literally going to change a lot of aspects in the card game. And in this video, I'm going to look at the trailer and try to, dissect it as much as I can, because honestly, it's a lot to take in. A lot of people have a bunch of mixed emotions about this, but let's just watch it. So as you guys can see, I have it right here, and I'm gonna stop the video in between so I don't get copyright striked. So let's watch it.
The Dragon Ball Super card game enters a new
Look at this.
era.
You see this?
Welcome to the Unison Warrior series.
Look at that. Boom. First off, we got the Unison Warrior series, and I guess this is going to be the name of Series 10, Unison Warrior Series. And I think it's going to be called this because of the new game mechanic called Unison. So let's keep watching so you guys have a better understanding of what I'm talking about.
New mechanics. Let's take a look. First up are Unison cards.
So check this out.
Unison cards are a brand new card type. These
Alright, so Unison cards, these are the new card type coming out. And as you guys could tell, it has a unique little plus and a minus right here, and this Gotenks Unison of Rage, and it also has an X right here. If you guys notice, it has an X and 2 red specific cost, and I'll explain what that means, what all this means, as we continue watching.
Cards fight alongside your leader card in a new area on the board. You can only have one Unison card in play at a time.
Okay.
Vegito and Gogeta. Goku.
Alright, so before I keep on moving, as you guys heard, you could only have one of these Unison cards played on the field at a time. So you can only have one on the field, and I guess this is very, very important, so you could play the right one for the right occasion in the match. So you can only run one on the field at a time.
Goku and Bardock.
And let's go back real quick. So I guess we're going to have a Vegito and Gogeta. That's pretty sick right off the bat. That's like, it's the best characters in the card game. I mean, in the show. And they're going to be having a Unison interaction. So that's pretty sick. And
Goku and Bardock. Unison cards give you
Goku and
brand new
Bardock. We got father and son right here. It's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's keep watching to see what else they say.
To create your dream matchups. The X cost of Unison cards is any amount of energy. Your choice. Unison cards enter play with markers equal to the energy pay.
Alright, so as you guys saw, I know this could be a little bit confusing to a lot of people, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can. So these new Unison cards have an X on it. As you guys can see, the X means you could pay any amount of energy to bring it out. So X means any amount. It could be 4, it could be 3, it could be 2, but as you guys can see, this Gotenks has 2 red dots, meaning it has to be at least 2 red specific, cost to pay and play this Gotenks. And it also, depending on how many energy you use to play this guy, you're going to bring out with tokens on top of it, or markers. I think that's what they call it.
Cost of Unison cards is any amount of energy.
So any amount of energy.
Choice. Unison cards enter play with markers equal to the energy pay.
So as you saw, it means you can use any amount of energy to bring them out, and the card comes out with markers depending on how many energy you actually use to play it. So as you guys can see, this guy in this little image, he used 5 energies to bring it out. So the Gotenks is going to come out with 5 markers on it, and then you're able to use the markers, take some out to activate effects, put some on and activate a certain effect. So let's keep watching, and I'll, explain it a little better.
8. Each Unison card has fixed skills, which are activated by adding or removing markers.
There you go. So he said it. You can either add markers to the Unison card, or you can subtract markers to activate a pretty broken effect. So this Gotenks, you -4 and you're able to grant 5k power and double strike to all your battle cards on the field that are red. So that right there is pretty insane. Or you could add one marker, and if you add one marker, your leader card gets his power reduced by minus 5k, but you're getting one extra marker, and you can tally up these markers to activate these effects and, you know, ultimately be able to beat your opponent. So that's how the unison works. So you're adding markers and taking away markers, and depending on how many energy you use to bring out your unison card, that's the amount of markers you're going to be having at your disposal.
The more markers required, the more powerful the skill.
So you saw he just used the minusing 4 markers on it, and all his cards gain 5k power and double strike. So right now, this guy is about to, you know, aggro that topo that he's playing against.
Unison cards bring a new strategic dimension to the game.
So look, we have the Vegeta right there. The Vegeta probably runs slightly different, but as you see, it has the minus 1 marker and a minus 3 marker. So this Vegeta unison card looks like it's gonna be a minusing amount of markers type of battle card, and we'll dissect the cards in another video. I just want to give you guys the main idea of what's happening here.
Dragon Ball Super card game will never be the same. Fan favorite characters from never before seen sagas are joining the fight.
Look at this. This is the cool part.
Shenron and Hey Shenron.
Shadow Dragons. Look at that.
Diabolical debut. Sin Shenron gets a unison card too.
See, look. Before we get into this craziness that's about to happen, everybody's been asking for it, and we finally got it. Look at that. We got the Shenrons. Pretty sick.
Unison card too.
We got the
Even
Omega
better,
Shenron.
SS4 Gogeta makes his
And
debut in the secret
we got
rare
Super
slot.
Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. And it's not even it yet. We also got Gotenks into the mix as well. So this is pretty insane. And they're showing some love to Demigra as well. Look at that. And we get the Xeno, Cell, and they're throwing so much at us right now.
Fusion of Vegeta Zeno and Trunks Zeno. Prepare to be surprised.
There's a lot.
There's
a lot to take in here. We got Omega Shenron, we got Super Saiyan 4, we got Patora fusions, we got Father and Son, we got Demigra, we got a little bit of everything in this. This is gonna be pretty crazy. This is going to be a pretty crazy set. Series 10, you definitely want to stick around for.
Some of the wildest characters in Dragon Ball history.
It's pretty wild, he's not lying.
We're also changing up deck construction.
So this is important too.
Decks are still limited to 1 leader card, but can now include up to 60 cards.
So it's looking like they're changing that rule that you need to have 50 cards. Now you can have a maximum of 60 cards, allowing you to, you know, add some more unison cards in there if you want. And this is going to change the games. I think it's going to definitely help out the Shenron decks that have to forcefully run 7 Dragon Balls. So this is going to definitely help, or, you know, maybe not help certain decks. I know this is going to definitely hurt the Janemba and Cooler decks that win by milling out your opponent.
More cards means more freedom, more strategy, and more room for
So they're definitely changing the game a lot, guys.
And don't worry, all your old cards are still legal.
That's the best part.
Unison Warrior Series first products. The Unison Warrior Series.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
June, alongside 3 starter.
All right, so we're getting 3 starter decks with the Unison. We're gonna get a Vegito starter deck, a Frieza starter deck, and it's looking like a Xeno starter deck, a black starter deck. So it's a blue starter deck, a green starter deck, and a black starter deck. And honestly, I'm going to go straight for the Vegito. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys want to get. But I want to get the Vegito one. Actually, they all look pretty good. But look, this is not even the best part. Look at what the guy says.
Decks. Each starter retails for $9.99, an ideal price point for new.
$9.99. That's pretty cheap, considering that some of these starter decks nowadays cost like 30 bucks or 20. I'm talking about that Broly starter deck, the green Broly starter deck. That one's very expensive. And what else? Rise of the Unison Warriors booster pack.
Experienced and returning players. Rise of the Unison Warrior includes 2
292 brand new cards, which is pretty insane.
192 cards, including more SRs than ever
More
before.
SRs than ever, so that means more super
And
rares to
get
pull.
this, every booster box includes one SR or SPR. Building a collection has never been easier.
Okay.
2 expansion sets will release in May,
So-
allowing players to
So it's looking like we're going to be able to try out these new things that are coming out in the game in May. So it's going to be around my birthday. So if anybody wants to buy me one of these for my birthday, hit it up in the comment section. Send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to get it for my birthday. I'll shout you out. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. But for real, though, it's coming out in May. So it's going to be a pretty cool month.
experience.
Not just because it's my birthday.
Mix and match cards from set 9
Look at that.
to create the ultimate Unison deck.
So it's going to be a
Let's
topo
look at
deck.
the 2020
Pretty
release
sick.
schedule. The Unison Warrior series marks the end of blocks. The
So it's looking like this is the schedule they have right now. It's looking like they got the Unison Warriors for a long time, and it's looking like they're gonna have the special anniversary box 2020 premium pack, structured product, gift boxes, draft boxes, premium pack sets. It's looking like they're gonna have a lot of stuff coming up. So you definitely want to get into the card game. The last regional had like 400, almost 500 players. So the game is getting bigger, and there's gonna be a world tournament soon. So everybody's gonna be playing around the world to see who's the best player in the world. So you people over there in France, Italy, Canada, Mexico, Chile, wherever you're playing this game, it's getting bigger, guys. And this new game mechanic is definitely going to change the game. And there's a lot in store for Dragon Ball Super card game.
The block structure is being phased out in the move to this new
Yeah.
series. Starter decks can be used throughout the Unison Warrior
So
series.
there you have it, guys. That's pretty
We
much
plan
it.
to release cards in each set.
If you guys want to check out the actual video and check it out for yourself, I'll have it in the description. You guys could just like watch the entire video without me stopping it.
Anytime.
But I wanted
A
to...
new era of Dragon
Look at that.
Ball Super
That's the new
card
series.
is at hand. Stay tuned for more.
So yeah, that's gonna be at the end of the video. Hopefully you guys like it. I try to explain it as well as I can. When I first saw it, I was like, what is going on? I don't understand. But I watched it like 4 or 5 times already. So I kind of have an understanding of how the Unison Warriors block is gonna be. And it's looking like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this. I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Those starter decks look like a lot of fun. And I'm gonna wrap it up with stay Supah.